Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. Before we watch the fan cams, a big shout out to our sponsors, Stocks FC. It is what it sounds like. It is the place not to buy stocks for companies, but to invest in your favourite football players. Check it out. It's much easier if you see it for yourself rather than listening to me. There's a link in the description as well as a QR code on screen. Check out Stocks FC and join in if you want to see if you can make some money. Obviously, play at your own risk, but yeah, it's a good bit of fun. Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I hope you're all doing very well. We've just beaten Morecambe 5-0 in the FA Cup. We're into the fourth round now. We're outside Stamford Bridge. Thomas and Yusuf. Thomas, what did you make of what you saw?
To be honest, first half I thought we were slightly passive, and I think we've seen that as quite a repetitive pattern against low blocks. Yeah. I think definitely very passive, and then we started to wake up second half. I think it was good to get those long range goals in because it kind of releases us, gets us a bit more relaxed, and I think just a bit passive, and I think we need something a bit more. I mean, I'm happy with the performance overall, but it definitely wasn't easy, and I think it's starting to become a sort of a recurring theme that we're struggling against these low blocks. So I'm not sure if we're going to do any business in the market, but yeah, we'll see.
What about you, Yusuf? What did you think?
Yeah, same as Thomas. I genuinely think that first half it was getting really bad, but Tosin with that long range effort, it relieves us a little bit, and then second half, as Thomas said again, we wake up, and yeah, João Felix getting on the score sheet twice as well, but both of his goals were just amazing. Tosin's second goal, oh my word, just poetry in motion. And yeah, who was the fifth goal scorer? Oh, it was Nkunku, wasn't it? Yeah. I mean, his missed penalty, I won't lie, I had a feeling he was going to miss, because with all those transfer rumours going around about him, I just knew the pressure was going to get to him.
You think the pressure got to him?
If I'm honest, I think it did, but I'm happy he got his goal in the end.
Yeah, I feel like it's the first time that we've actually felt a bit of tension in Stamford Bridge, because I've gone to quite a few of the last games, and when we won 5-1 against Southampton, then after that I think we played Villa or I can't remember what it was, but first time I've actually just felt a few moans and groans in the stadium. We got that in the first game against City because no one really trusted Maresca, but I think recently, I feel a bit of tension. I'm not sure if that's to do with decisions that Maresca's making, or whether, I mean, you go to the away games because he's making those subs a bit late. But yeah, I think we need to be careful, because there are a few things that start to creep in, and that's where the fans get unhappy. And I think it's important that our fans back us so that we get top four.
I wouldn't have said I felt tension in the stadium.
You not think?
Well, I mean,
I think with a couple players like Nkunku, Disasi.
You mean individuals more so than the team?
Yeah, for sure. Like Disasi, I mean, it's understandable, but for me, I always want to get behind the player, whoever it is, whether they're not doing well. I always think it's best to get behind the player, because
like sometimes, you see some fans get angry at Madueke for being so selfish and stuff. I think it's the exact same thing with what the fans were doing with Nkunku today. It was just that he was having a bad game, and just how the game was going, it just wasn't looking good for him, really.
I don't think he's that bad. I don't think Nkunku's that bad, because I think he's definitely more simple. He's more simple than Felix, less flashy. Felix, the fans will love him because he's that sort of, he's that flashy player who'll give you those sort of moments. But I think Nkunku is just, for me, it's the lack of intensity with him recently. But I don't think he's a bad player, and I think we could use him when we start to play two players in that 10, especially with Carney going to leave, Dewsbury Hall's going to leave. So I think there should be space for him. So I think it'd be a shame if he leaves, especially if he goes on to do well at another club. I hate when that happens. Like with Lewis Hall. Hall's annoying me.
No, it's true. I mean, we're definitely going to go and do some business in the market. I don't know about a striker, though. I don't know if it's number one on the agenda for me. I feel like we need a midfielder, especially if we're getting rid of all these other guys. Just bring back a good Chukwu, or I don't know if there's someone else on the radar that I haven't thought of.
I definitely think that midfield, when I look at it, we have Enzo Caicedo, then you have Lavia, but then apart from that, if one of them gets injured, then who are we playing? And I think those midfielders just get so tired. They've just looked leggy recently, and I think when you look at the best teams, their midfield is stacked. But But yeah, I think it'd be good to bring back Santos. I'm not sure if.
We won't bring him back.
Do you not think?
No, it's been confirmed that we're not bringing him back.
Yeah.
Because Strasbourg.
That's actually the best decision to do, really.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's good to keep Santos at Strasbourg?
Because he's just been doing very well there, and I think if we recall him, because we're under this now blue code with Strasbourg as well, and I just don't think the fans are going to like it because he's been their only really shining light. And I think I remember looking at the Ligue 1 table, and Strasbourg are possibly in a relegation battle, aren't they?
Yeah, but I think he'll definitely be used as a player for next season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. But
You okay, Steve?
I'm alright.
Good to see you, buddy.
Right, mate.
It's been a long time since I've seen you.
I know. You want me to talk?
You're more than welcome. I mean, Lewis is gone. He's gone already.
We had Steve before and Steve.
Yeah,
Of course he's gone.
He's gone. He did the first interview.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, why did you want to speak to Lewis?
Yeah, I do because he put my name on the mud in the internet, right? He he slagged me off, whatever. That's fine. It's his opinion. But
When did he select?
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But he talks about the Pochettino era, right? And he hates it and all that lot, right? But my argument is, if this manager had 14 injuries every week, would we be in the same position?
So you're saying if Maresca was in a similar situation to
Yes.
Poch last year?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Would he be in the same position?
You know what? I actually don't think he would. I think Maresca. Remember? Do you remember when we played Tottenham last season and we had about 14 senior players out? I think we probably would have lost that game with Maresca.
The quality of the league as well, these last 2 seasons, is less good as well. So I think teams this season have dropped off compared to last season. But
Look, at the end of the day, from my point of view, right, we had Everton away. Everybody said, "Oh, a great point at Goodison Park." For me, it wasn't. It wasn't because you should be going there and winning, regardless.
We always
struggle there.
Yeah, I know we struggled there, but at the end of the day, you've got to take that mentality and say, right, we've got to win there, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't. Then we played Fulham at home. We were 10 minutes away from winning 1-0, 10 minutes, and we lost the game 2-1, right? At home.
That was
Because he sat there, Maresca, and made no changes and watched their manager make 4 changes, which changed the whole game, but he didn't do nothing, right? Then we played, who did we play after that? Ipswich, right? Again, the first half, we had chance after chance after chance. They had a dodgy penalty. We all know it wasn't a penalty, but you know what it is. It was given. So you got the second half to get back in the game. Did we get back in the game? No, we didn't. Did he make any changes?
Back in the game?
Did he make any changes? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
But why did he have to make any changes?
You're in
do you
front
mean
of
why?
the camera.
Why? No, he
mean
didn't
why?
have to make any changes.
Yes, he does. When you're not winning as a manager, you have to be proactive, not reactive.
Yeah, but you make changes. You cause you break the equilibrium. You break it.
No, we weren't.
No, they've got it.
We was not playing well enough,
Yeah.
right? So
we made
therefore,
changes at half time. Yeah, we made changes at half time.
Well,
What
did we
else?
do
What
enough
else
to
do you
win the
want?
game?
Well, we did enough to win the game. We won the game.
He's not talking about more. He's not talking about
I'm not
more.
talking about Morecambe.
Well, we're at Morcambe. We're at FA
Listen,
Cup Morcambe.
I'm not talking about that. Forget that. We should win that with the fucking B team.
Well, we
Forget
should-
that.
well, we won it. We won it with the B
listen,
team.
if you're celebrating 5-0 against Morecambe, happy days. Yeah, for me, we're in the
days.
We're in the next
Happy
round.
days.
No, we're in the next round. That's all
Yeah,
that matters to
that's
me.
it.
That's it.
Yeah, so
but
what-
I'm
what
talking
else
about.
do you want?
I am talking about the fact that we have 2 points out of 12 in the Premier League.
In the
That's
Prem,
not
yeah,
good enough.
I appreciate
That's not
that,
good
yeah.
enough.
It's not good enough. No,
That's not good enough.
It's not good
Can I
enough.
just put into this? Last season we were finishing about 10th or 11th, yeah? And this season, I know we're only halfway through,
Last season
but we're...
we finished 6.
Whatever, yeah, cool, 6.
do you mean, no, whatever?
I mean the season before, Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I mean, the last 2 years.
See, this brother's last 2 years,
Last 2 years,
what,
we've been in the gutter.
Yeah.
And now,
Yeah.
we're halfway through the season.
Yeah.
We're top.
We're looking nice.
We are
we're
looking good.
We're looking nice.
We have
Yeah.
2 points out of 12.
Yeah.
We were 10 points clear of Newcastle. 10. 10.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
How many points clear of Newcastle are we now?
Probably one.
One.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
So don't tell me we're sitting there.
Last season, though. What about last season?
Forget last season, right? We got to a
No.
semi-final.
We're talking about last season. We're talking about last
We got
season.
to a semi-final and a final last season,
Yeah.
right? And we finished
And we
sixth.
didn't do fuck all. And we didn't win fuck all. And we didn't get anywhere.
This season,
So what's
our
the
manager
problem?
changed 11 players
Yeah.
to go to Newcastle away, the same team that we beat the week before,
Yeah.
right? And we lost in a Carabao Cup, right?
Yeah.
Because he said it's not important. How
Yeah.
can you say every trophy is not important as a Chelsea manager?
Well, you couldn't-
How can you say that?
Yeah, I understand that, but
Right.
But Carabao Cup ain't important, really. We won the FA Cup. FA Cup,
When's
we
the
won
last
FA
time we
Cup.
won the FA Cup?
Well,
Go on.
fucking years ago.
When's the last time?
Go FA Cup.
Sorry, boys. We gotta go. Uber's here.
One
Sorry.
point on your subs, by the way. At the beginning of the season, Maresca was ruthless with his subs
Exactly.
against
So where's
West
it
Ham
gone?
away. Do you remember when he subbed off Palmer,
Exactly.
50th or 60th
So
minute? and
why,
he was
why,
like, "What?"
why has Cole Palmer, don't get me wrong, I love Cole Palmer, but why has he been untouchable and not subbed when he's been awful?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, even Crystal Palace last weekend, right? He scored
know
the
when
goal.
that game-
No, but he scored the goal
Yeah.
in the second half where we was, where's he gone? Me and Val was watching it, right? He didn't do nothing in the second half, right? You could see he was struggling.
I think Maresca keeps him on
Take-
because he knows that he can create something like magic.
I get that, but sometimes, like, even Jose was ruthless, you know, like Joe Cole scored against Liverpool, and I remember he whipped him off at half time and said, no, you're not doing what I want you to do, right? You take him off. Just because he's Cole Palmer, it doesn't mean you cannot take him off.
I think
We have enough quality on the bench to change games, and we have not done it.
I think even when the game goes on for even longer as well, we know that there's the danger of them coming back into the game, and that's where we
When
need.
you're only winning 1-0, the hardest thing to do in what is a 1-0 game is, oh, we're going to sit back and defend. That's the worst thing you can do. Against Fulham at home, right, on Boxing Day, you're 1-0 up, 10 minutes to go. I see their manager make 5 changes, and I'm like, okay, fair enough. My manager needs to react. Not just sit there, you need to react now because they've
And
3
not after we
attacks.
concede as well.
No, exactly. But you bring on 3 attackers, and you're like, right, I need to now react to what they're doing. And we didn't do it. We didn't do it. And then people are saying, oh yeah, you know, like Nkunku can go and Felix can go and blah, blah, blah. Why are you saying that when the manager has not given them the proper game time they deserve,
I agree.
right?
Not
Nicholas
in the right
Jackson,
position either.
don't get me wrong, he's been good this season, but he hasn't been firing recently. Change it up. Give Nkunku 3 games. Give Felix 3 games, not half an hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and we'll see a difference. I've got nothing against Maresca in terms of where he's put us this season in the top 4, but we were 2 points behind Liverpool. Whether you like it or not, Jose Mourinho or any other manager, Antonio Conte, would not sit there in a press conference and say, nah, we're not in a title race, we're not ready for it, we're not good enough.
I think
No,
that's a different subject.
no, it's not a different subject, because at the end of the day you are 2 points behind Liverpool. If you beat Everton, you are top of the league. You change the whole mentality of the side because you bring confidence. When you turn around and say we're not ready, we're expecting to drop points, what does that do to the group of players?
No, I agree with you.
What does that do to the group
On
of
the
players?
other hand, if they say that we're going to win the league and then we drop points, everyone's going to be slating us.
Okay, fine, but you take that opportunity that's there because you can't guarantee next season Man City are not going to be better, Liverpool will not be stronger. God forbid, I hate the fucking cunts, sorry, swearing, but Arsenal, you know, if they sack Arteta, they might not be, they will be stronger. This was a chance to put a marker down to say, even if we don't win the league, we are at that level.
Yeah.
At that level. And that's the biggest thing. And we haven't done it.
Good to see you, Steve. Good to see you.